Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is your number one online political channel. It looks obvious that 2027, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, is not going to be picked by William Samoei Arap Ruto to deputize him again, because the occurrences which are happening of late, it is having the same trend, the one that William Samoei Arap Ruto had with the then President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Because if you look at what is happening currently, you will find that President William Samoei Arap Ruto has actually completely ignored his deputy Rigathi Gachagua. And it really looks like the chemistry between them is not matching the same way it used to be. And you will even be able to see the way Rigathi Gachagua is commenting of late about the government. It begs very many questions, because it betrays him that he is not in good terms with President William Samoei Arap Ruto at all. And probably he does not have the details about what is happening in the inner circle of the government of the day, which is being read by William Samoei Arap Ruto. And that begs a question that if President William Samoei Ruto is going to drop Rigathi Gachagua to be his running mate late come 2027, what will be the options of Rigathi Gachagua as a person? Because he must have also a plan in case something happen. Will Rigathi Gachagua goes for presidency? Will Rigathi Gachagua goes and deputize another person, let come 2027? What will be the viable options for Rigathi Gachagua? Because of late, you will find that it looks like Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is actually courting Rigathi Gachagua politically. Because if you look of late, it is as if the former deputy president or the former vice president, who is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, nowadays ni kama mtetezi wa Rigathi. And that is why when there was a claim that Rigathi might be impeached by the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka came out and said that they will not allow for the deputy Rigathi Gachagua to be impeached. He assured Rigathi Gachagua that the Azimio fraternity cannot allow that. The only thing can happen as an impeachment is when the two people, that means President William Samoei Ruto and Rigathi, will be impeached altogether. That is when the side of Azimio can be able to support that impeachment. And that begs a question that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is actually courting Rigathi Gachagua. And that means that 2027, if Rigathi Gachagua will not be chosen by President William Samoei Arap Ruto to be his running mate, then it means he might opt to have an alliance between him and the former Vice President Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So there will be that forged unity between Rigathi Gachagua or between the Kikuyu and the Kamba nation. Because these two tribes, actually, they have a relationship. Remember, there is a time when Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka came in between President Mwai Kibaki, by then the former, and the Prime Minister, Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Akakata hapo katikati, and then he became the deputy of the fallen hero who we call Mwai Kibaki. And that means there might be that relationship which can allow them to forge unity between the Kikuyu and the Kamba. But the question arises, who should deputize who? Because if Rigathi Gachagua will deputize Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, then it means he's going to serve as a deputy president under Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka for only one term. That is if they win. But Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will be having 2 terms to be as a president. And that means Rigathi might also lose and might be forced to dump Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and to go all alone for presidency. Let come 2032. And which will be a big disadvantage for Rigathi Gachagua. And that is why that unity between the two is of question. Unless Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka deputizes Rigathi Gachagua, that is when that combination might have hope. But that combination, on my own thinking, it is going to make President William Samoei Arap Ruto to run for his money, but it cannot win for presidency. Let come 2027. And another thing, if President William Samoei Arap Ruto cannot, and as I'm saying, cannot choose Rigathi Gachagua to deputize him for the second time, who will be the deputy president? Or who will be the running mate that William Samoei Ruto will choose to deputize him that come 2027? When I look at the whole scenario, you will find that the President William Samoei Ruto may be forced not to choose any person from the Central or Mount Kenya side, and he will be left to choose the running mate from the western side, and that will be Musalia Mudavadi. Because if you look at the population of the western side, it comes to be near to that of central Kenya. And that means William Samoei Arap Ruto can get that vote from the side of Western, which will be brought by Musalia Mudavadi, because they have been given that second most powerful seat in the nation, and he will make sure that he does or he can to get some votes from Mount Kenya, and then that can sit well with him to be the president of this republic again. And another option which will be actually be left for Rigathi Gachagua if he will be dropped as the deputy or the running mate of President William Samoei Ruto let come 2027 is actually to go for presidency. And actually going for presidency, it will not be that he is going to win, but he is going to make sure that President William Samoei Arap Ruto will run for his money, because people cannot allow again Rigathi Gachagua to be the president of this republic, simply because the person who was there as a president before William Samoei Ruto took over comes from the central Kenya. That means Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Even the fallen hero who we call Mwai Kibaki also comes from Mount Kenya. And that means it will be very difficult for Rigathi Gachagua to be to become the president of this republic. But the only natural way that which can give Rigathi Gachagua an option to be the president of this republic is to be picked again by William Samoei Arap Ruto to be his deputy. And that means you will find that William Samoei Ruto will have been in office for 10 good years. And that can give a leeway for Rigathi Gachagua to be the president of this republic. And that's why, if I was to advise the person who we call Rigathi Gachagua, the deputy president, I could tell Rigathi Gachagua that he should try, or he can, to be close President William Samoei Arap Ruto, and he should try, or he can, to ignore those who are trying to make him to have a bad relationship with President William Samoei Ruto. He should ignore people like Kimani Ichung'wah. He should ignore people like Moses Kuria. He should ignore people like Osoro. He should ignore people like Sudi and work hand in hand with President William Samoei Arap Ruto, even when he is being assigned roles which he does not agree. He should just carry out that will make William Samoei Arap Ruto probably to choose him as a running mate. Let come 2027. So that is the only sure way that the deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, can take, if at all he feels that he wants to be the president of this republic one day. But without taking that route, then I am very sure it's going to be very difficult for Rigathi Gachagua to go for presidency and be probably the president of this republic. What is your take about all that? Because now it looks like President William Samoei Ruto might not choose Rigathi Gachagua to be his running mate, let come 2027. What should Rigathi Gachagua do? Or what will you advise as per now, looking at the conflict between him and his boss, President William Samoei Arap Ruto? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to pump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I can never become tired to tell you thank you so much, because you always make us to be inspired so that we can always come up with this kind of political analysis. And lastly, whenever you subscribe to this YouTube channel, always remember to smash the bell button, because by smashing the bell button, you give YouTube a leeway so that it can notify you whenever we upload any political content into YouTube. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political discussion. Goodbye.